one time. If you put us in, then it's crunch time. We eat the cob like it's lunchtime. If we talking sports, we ain't nothing nice. All we really need is one time. If you put us in, then it's crunch time. We eat the cob like it's lunchtime. If you talking sports, we ain't nothing nice. We just call it how we see it. We don't beat around the bush. It's a first down or a rebound. I dish it out for the assist. We just call it how we see it. We don't beat around the bush. It's a first down or a rebound. I dish it out for the assist.
What's going on? What's going on? Calling How We See It Nation. It's your boy D-Walt. Back at it again. I got my boys Amari J, Eddie Dean, and JJ with me. Fellas, man, how's it going today?
How's it going, fellas?
How's it going? How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
I'm 6 feet above, so it's all good.
Hey,
It's all good.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
I like
a
that.
blessing.
Again, man, it's like Merry Christmas, man. Happy New Year's and all other good stuff in between, man. It's a gift to still be alive, man. Some of us can't make it, right? I'm gonna insert the Dave Chappelle joke, man. Like Dave Chappelle came pretty close, man. Being that somebody wanted to go up there and stab his ass for some jokes. Oh, man, being a comedian right now is a tough job. It's a real tough job. So I mean,
It's hard work.
yeah, it's hard work, man. Hey, you can get good pay-per-view matches out of comedians now, man. So we need to keep that up, man. That's more action than we get there than we do in the boxing ring sometimes.
You ain't lying.
Shout out to Canelo for this weekend, man. I know Canelo's gonna be doing this thing, man. So I know
Canelo.
by the time this airs, it'll be Monday. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Canelo gonna whoop that ass. Just wanted to be
sir.
known.
Yeah.
Canelo's whooping that ass just like he would whoop Oscar De La Hoya's ass in his prime. So I just want to let that off my chest. And if anybody feel different, y'all can hit us up, man, on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and Twitter.
Or
I'll
the
be happy to
Twitter.
respond. Or the Twitter, and I'll be happy to respond back to you and tell you how crazy that sounds if you say otherwise. But what's going on, fellas, man? So today we got some great topics as always. So the first thing I want to talk about or want us to discuss, man, is James Harden, man. Is James Harden who we think he is, or who we've claimed for him to be? And can you see a team winning a championship with him on their roster? That's a pretty deep one, man, and I think I know the answer to that one. I've been saying it. The MLB season has started. It's well within, about a month or so, man. So I kind of want to see for topic 2, how you guys feel about who will win the World Series. I know it's an early start, man, but just who y'all see so far that may just, shock us all, man, in winning the World Series. And then the last topic, which is my favorite to do, is the top of anything. So this time, I want to know you guys' top 5 point guards of all time. This should be a good one, since there's a lot of debates as who is the greatest point guard or who belongs in this category. I know they throw somebody as point guard, and I think point guard means that you're number one. At least, I mean, I could be wrong, but anyways, I just kind of want to see how you guys feel about that. So let's get ready to tackle topic number 1, fellas, man. James the Beard absent Harden. Hardy's. You know what? He kind of like Hardy's, though. Yeah, he kind of like Hardy's. That's what I think about it, man. That's how I stooped up and said that. But man, I just want to know, man, what's wrong with this brother, man? Is he as good as we think he is? Is he who we say he is? And can we honestly see this brother winning a championship? Eddie Dean, I want to start this one off with you. I want to know how you feel, man.
You know what? Okay, I like this topic because when it was brought up that we were going to talk about it, I was like, huh. And my first reaction was, And then I was like, wait. So, personally, like I said, my first reaction was going to be my normal vitriol for bullshit. like, oh, Harden ain't doing enough. He was a piece of shit. Needs to work harder. He needs to get out there and produce. And I said, wait a minute, man. I said, hold on, let's slow down. Damn it. I said, let me look at this for a minute, right?
Pump your brakes.
Yeah, pump your brakes. Let's see. So went back and started kind of thinking about everything I've seen, everything that we've seen since he's been in the league. Just to run through real quick. What was that? I think he won the MVP in 18, right? In 2018, 10-time All-Star, stat. The funny part is, I think when he won that 6th man, like with OKC, like back in 2012 or some shit like that.
Yeah,
that's when I first started paying attention to him. I said, wow, okay, so OKC that bad, do kind of nice, right? So, this is the thing. 2018 through 20. Motherfucker like fucking 3-time scoring champ, right? I'm like, okay,
yeah.
I keep on looking at this shit. I'm going somewhere with this. So I kept.
No, I like it.
I kept on checking this shit out. the year before he was the scoring champion, 18, he led the league in assists. I said, wait, okay, well, shit. Maybe I don't give Harden his flowers enough, right? And this is where I'm going with this. So, because I always felt like he was always out there doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Now I give him his credit. I mean, to me, he always had a really good crossover, stop and pop, fade away, and he didn't mind taking it to the cup. No problem. I always felt that way.
Yeah.
This is the thing, though, and it's kind of like, I guess, to be fair to the whole conversation that a lot of people are having about him, where it's like, I really wouldn't go as far as to say that like he washed or like he ain't what we thought he was. It just kind of do come off at 32 years old like he might possibly just be out of gas right now. It's like he's not like lost a step, you know what I'm saying? And because of that, I don't want to be too hard on no dude, because I remember like you actually touched on something, D, just now, man. And I know that's how it was for us. I always been a Laker fan, but hometown is always Clutch City, you know what I'm saying? As far as with the Rockets, stuff like that. So I remember them years when he was really going tight, like really hard with like the beard and everything. So I ain't gonna lie, you know, it's kind of like he was a solid player, and I was feeling him back then, as far as, you know, what he brought to the game. And that's when I realized, you know what, I can't be too hard on this motherfucker, man. At the end of the day, with Philly, I think Philly, if they can stay healthy, I'm talking about in the future, they can have a decent team and a decent squad. But no, personally, I don't think he's given everything he can, but I just think we're about to see a serious decline from here on out. And I was, like I said, that it's no reason for me to like go for his neck, you know, and all that shit. Nah, man, it's just he. What I'm trying to say in my own Eddie Dean way is that the dude has accomplished a lot, and everybody not gonna be great forever. I think I saw this where, and I had forgotten about that, where he was originally drafted like 3rd overall.
Yeah.
And that's kind of who he is. He's always like that 3rd overall kind of best kind of guy, you know? He's never really gonna be the best, but he like always like, I'd like him on my team. And it's almost like now that he lost that step, he kind of not even that dude no more. But he's kind of like, you know who he reminds me of a whole lot, as far as not to say his style of play or nothing like that, but just he reminds me of, as far as his impact on the game and where he is right now, he's kind of like Carmelo. And it's like a solid player who we might have never said, oh, he's the greatest player in the league right now.
Yeah.
He was always like at least a 3rd or 4th like best in the league. And now it's kind of like, I still want him on my team, but he would be my first option. And that's pretty much it for me. Like
so can you see him winning? Can you see a team winning a championship with him?
I can see a team winning like Carmelo. I can see a team winning a championship with him, but not centered around him. No.
Got you.
No, I feel he would be like Carmelo. I feel like he could be a good contributor. You know, playing off the ball and everything, and you know, I mean, in his hands from time to time, you might still get a little bit of magic, but not like it would, like basically not like during them Houston years. I just think that's just not him anymore, and people should not expect that from him. But I definitely want him on my squad. I definitely believe he can get a ring. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's kind of it.
Okay, JJ, let me get you in on this one, man. How you feel about it, man?
Well, I think he's been really good. He just never really had the cast around him to kind of elevate the team to the next level. And whenever he did have a decent team, I mean, you just had these other monster teams in front of you that just weren't going to let you in front. I mean, you were going against Golden State whenever they had their 73 win year and all that. And I think that was the best chance Houston had to actually get there. And I mean, you weren't getting past Golden State. So, I mean, there was just no question about that. So, I mean, Harden was or is a good player, but it's just he didn't have the chance because the competition was just it was just unfair for him to compete.
I got a question for you when you get through, JJ.
Okay. But I mean, if he would have stayed with the Thunder whenever they had Durant, Serge Ibaka, Russell Westbrook, and I forget who the other dude is, but I mean, that team was
they had
solid.
Adams. And, they actually had Perkins at that time too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
right?
They had Perkins.
They had Big Brother Perk.
Yeah,
Durant,
so I mean,
Westbrook, Ibaka, shit,
Ibaka.
This is somebody.
Yeah,
Was it Thaddeus Young or something? Am I
Maybe.
Cephalosha?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yes,
they did.
Cephalosha,
Yeah,
yeah.
they had him too. Yeah,
Cephalosha, yeah.
yeah. So I mean,
Velocia Collins.
Yeah.
he's been on that team. They've been solid,
I
but
forgot about Collins.
they just didn't do it. And whenever they were at that peak, I mean, they traded him away. He went to the Rockets. I mean, he always had a second guy like Westbrook. He had Howard, Ariza, Capella, Chris Paul, but he never had like a third person that was like, like a big three that they had everywhere else. Whenever, everywhere they were just shutting everybody else out. I mean, now you see he's played with Durant again, Aldridge, Irvin, Blake Griffin. I don't know what happened with the Nets. They just couldn't do anything. But
Ramadan, COVID.
yeah, I guess.
You gotta
But,
eat to live, baby.
Yeah, you gotta eat to live, man. But I mean,
but yeah,
that's not a knock. That's not a knock. I'm
No,
just
not
saying.
at all. Nah,
It's not a knock, but it's just
it could have been though, man. It's a lot.
yeah. It's a
So
lot.
he's been on good teams. He just for some reason it just doesn't work out, and I think kind of how Eddie noted earlier, his prime was just really worked out through the Rockets, and whenever he was with the Rockets, he just never had that team to get him over that hump. I mean, it was just it wasn't there.
That's kind of my question. Is team wise, and real quick, team
Yeah,
wise,
no.
I hear what you're saying, but his style of play too. I mean, does it really jive with with a team? Also, like, would you want to go play with? I'm not saying the person wouldn't, but yeah, I'm asking. That was my question.
I mean, that's why I mentioned all these players because he's played with the best. I mean, Kyrie Irving, Durant, DeMarcus Aldridge, Griffin. I mean, all these guys. I mean, they're all good players. It never worked out, and I think it comes to what you're asking because
Come on.
is he that player that can play with other guys? And
Yes, that's what I'm getting at, right?
Yeah.
I don't see it because I mean you see, I mean with Chris Paul, I don't know, some petty shit went down where Chris Paul did something to him, and after that he just stopped talking to him, and bam, Chris Paul gets shipped off.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't have no inside scoop or nothing like that, but we all know what the rumors is about Chris Paul, man. Chris Paul expects excellence at all times, and if you feel like you sandbagging him,
asshole.
yeah, but if Chris feels like you sandbagging him on something, he calling you out, and I feel like he called him out, right? And I'm gonna go to your point, man, right? Because the Houston point, there was no way that they should have lost, and I think that's where the divide came in at because he was expecting him to step up, and when he was shying away from the ball, Chris is probably telling him, bro, like what the f you doing?
Like what? Yeah,
What the fuck you doing?
Yeah, what the fuck
Like
are
you
you
supposed
doing?
to be supposed to be James Harden MVP, and you
this time,
and you
man,
looking
come on.
and you missing in action, bro. You acting like Hardys, man. Like you just disappeared. You here one day and then you.
Well, so how
you
can
gone
we
the
say
next.
that? How can we say is he who we thought he was if he's never really been that guy? Like he kind of like on some Peyton Manning shit, right? I mean, when has he ever been that dude in the playoffs?
You said like Peyton Manning?
But
Yeah,
Peyton Manning
kind of
was,
like
bro. I'm
like he
sorry.
like as far as the regular season, like he could ball out. But when has he ever been that?
Oh wait, well,
Hold on, cause now you done got me mad. Now I'm hot.
Peyton, I was gonna say because you can't don't do that. 'Cause
You
Peyton
can't do
Manning,
that. Yeah, you can't do that.
He
You
balled
can't
out
do
in the
that.
playoffs too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's more like Aaron
That's-
Rodgers type of shit.
this some Aaron
but-
Rodgers type shit. Again, this is some really. It's really some
Well, you
Aaron
know what?
Rodgers.
Okay,
type
That-
shit.
no,
that's
no,
what we should have said.
Now hold on. Let me. You're right. First of all, let me admit you're right. But it doesn't change that because the comparison between the two makes you right. But that don't mean that Peyton Manning still wasn't a regular season.
Oh, by
motherfucker
far,
as compared to what he should have been.
Should have been in the playoffs.
So,
Oh, I
but
absolutely.
I can
agree
be
with
wrong
you.
though, but you're right. I can't compare Harden to because Manning has won and has established himself. So that is
Yeah.
true what you're saying. But
He was
y'all
throwing
get,
ducks.
but y'all
He was
get what
throwing
I'm
ducks
saying.
out there winning Super Bowls.
Yeah. Like, but exactly, y'all get what I'm saying. So
Yeah, he was
but no,
throwing out
you're right though. You're right. That's fair.
Yeah. I just don't want Peyton to be like, man, bro, I'm nothing like him. Now him and Aaron Rodgers, for real, like they great in regular season, and then all of a sudden it's time for everything to be in, and they're gone, bro.
That's
It's
all
like
I'm saying.
where's Waldo? You know what I mean? Like they're missing, bro. So the answer to yours, JJ, is that you don't feel like you can win a championship with him. Am I right?
I I would say yeah, because I mean he's been on all these teams with badass players, and he just hasn't been able to get there. So I think the only way you're gonna win a championship with him is if you have him on your bench whenever you're resting other players that are your main players.
So
Other
he has
than
to be like
that,
a 6 man.
So you should go back to 6 man of the year, basically. Go back to where you started, huh?
Oh yeah.
so other than that, I don't think he's winning the ring if he's like Eddie Dean said earlier. If he's the main guy and they're trying to surround him with people, I don't think it's gonna happen like that. No.
Shoot. Well, more Jay, let me get you up in there, man. Tell me how you feel about this brother.
So I don't necessarily feel the same way. Is he the guy that we all the beard? No, like we don't even. There's no point even referencing him to the beard anymore because the beard was a name for itself. The beard was like a LLC. The beard was like a it was a slogan. It was what I mean. The beard was it was a assassin. You know what I mean? He's not that anymore. So really, I feel like he should shave the damn beard and try to reestablish himself with a new identity.
Start over.
I mean, I'm being dead serious. I really no, and
I
I'm
feel
being
that.
dead serious right
I
now.
feel that
Like,
energy right now.
because the beard, when he got to Houston, like he had the beard and started it with the Thunder, but he became the beard when he became the franchise of Houston. When he took over, when he became one of the best, most talented ball handlers, scorers in the game that we had ever seen. That was the beard. But first off, to answer that question, do I think he can still win the championship? I do. Not as him as the primary go-to, but also not with him having to be a bench player. I don't believe in that either. He is still a very solid starter in this league. I think he has I think he has years and years to still play as a starter, hands down. He's just not that X factor go to number one primary scorer that's going to give you that 35, 40, 50 buckets that we're used to and accustomed to seeing, do I think that he can get there? I think that he can possibly get back, not to the beard, but maybe baby beard, you know what I'm saying? Like, and what I mean by that is that, we've all seen it, that he still comes in not looking in the best shape, and it's crazy. Like with all the money that he makes, you would think at this point in your stage, at this point in your career, you see your numbers and stuff lacking and slacking. I get he's had a little bit of injuries, but you think like if maybe he had, didn't have the right people around him before, you think by now this would be that time. It's time to start having some self-reflection and look in the mirror. Like, what do I need to do to get back on top? Because your career is starting to dwindle down, and again, will you have a job in the NBA for some years? Yes. But are you going to get that money that you're accustomed to getting? Not if you continue on the path that you're going right now. Now, again, he's just not that scorer, but he's still a great point guard. He is still, and that's the crazy thing about it. We're used to him step backs, get into the hole, get into the free throw 20 times a night and shit. You know what I'm saying? But we're not looking at what this man is doing as a point guard. He's opening the game up for others around him. I mean, in a way that a lot of guys can't do. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that a lot of us are bypassing that and overseeing that because we're just used to seeing him score and get buckets all game. But the man is still a fucking top 5 point guard in the league right now. Which, you know what I'm saying? Now, again, it sounds crazy because he's supposed to be a shooting guard, small forward, but it's like he's really changed his game into becoming a point guard. He's transitioned his game. Okay. And so I almost feel like he can be a little bit more dangerous. And here's the thing. And when I say he can win a championship, I think he could have won a championship with the Nets. But what happened? We're not talking about what happened. A lot of injuries, a lot of bullshit, a lot of Kyrie Irving is what happened, right? He didn't go over there and like, the Houston Rockets, he didn't want to be there. And he should have won a ring with the Rockets. Obviously, he got Chris Paul, he had Westbrook and all that. We knew Westbrook wasn't going to work, but the Chris Paul was his best chance. But Chris Paul does what Chris Paul does, and he gets, hurt. His hamstring gives out on him at the wrong time, wrong time, wrong place, and that's just what happened. If Chris Paul doesn't get hurt in that series with the Warriors, they're going to the championship. They're going to the championship.
I said that. I do agree with that statement too, but still, game 7, he still should have showed up.
But again, that's why. But again, when you're going against these super teams nowadays, you can't do stuff on your own no more. You have to have another guy that can pick up that slack for you. And it's just that's the way it is now.
That's fair.
Kobe Bryant could be in the league right now to this day. Kobe Bryant can come out and give you 65, but he can't win it by himself like he did with the the Chris Mim and with the Paul Gasol and all that, and buying them. Buying them and all them. I mean, you get what I'm saying, though. Back then,
I feel you, bro. But damn, that's cool.
Back then, teams had two good players and then role players. You know what I'm saying? Or one great player with that great secondary player. Like I think the best team to say would be like the Milwaukee Bucks. That's what they were before they got Drew Holiday. They were like the prototypical the team
quintessential team.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What you're describing.
You'd have like the Michael Jordan, Pippen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You had the perfect that perfect Robin, but it was never two Batmans and a Robin like it is nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Harden had to go against. You know what I'm saying? And so if Chris Paul don't get hurt, he'll go into the championship. And again, when we said I do think he could have won the championship if the Nets were healthy, but. And as we talked about that in a few segments, health is a big major thing nowadays in the NBA, man. And obviously when you picking up guys, you're paying guys and all this stuff, and you're building your team based off of what's on paper and what's with these guys being on the floor throughout the year together to build that chemistry. And we see time in and time out that just not is not happening. It's almost better now to like almost in a sense like nowadays to just have a bunch of good ass role players and just pay and spread that money out than paying two motherfuckers all this money, because then when that one motherfucker goes down, you can't go do shit because you stuck with all your money in the two guys. You know what I'm saying? I do think that he could have won a championship with the Nets. I do think that was his best chance because, again, he was letting Kyrie do what he wanted to do. He was letting Harden do it. I mean, he was letting Durant do what he wanted to do while he was out there facilitating and then picking and choosing when he wanted to get a bucket. Now he leaves from that to go back to Philly, where now they're expecting him to be the Beard again. When he's like, fuck, I just spent 2 years being a facilitator. You know what I'm saying? And so I do think eventually he'll get his legs under him. I'm not saying it's going to happen in these playoffs, but I do eventually feel he can get his legs under him. I hope that he takes the offseason serious, you know what I mean, to get really healthy, lose a little weight, you know what I'm saying, and focus on, just a lot of other things he should be focusing on, you know what I'm saying? Would I pay him max money right now? I wouldn't.
Hell no.
But a team like Philly that's only paying one guy max money, they're probably going to have to, you know what I mean? And that just is what it is. You can let them go and say, fuck, we're not gonna pay you. But then you just gotta remember what they gave up to get him.
Yeah.
So you're pretty much back against the wall right now. Philly was trading, expecting to get the Beard. They don't have the Beard, but now they have no choice but to re-sign him for max money, because if they don't re-sign him, who the fuck else they gonna get? There's no guarantee they're gonna get anybody close to what he could be. You know what I mean? So they have no choice but to pay the man, to be honest. And it's sad, but that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna have to probably move on from Tobias and find a way to trade him offload that. Luckily Max, he's kind of stepping up and becoming his own. Which is a good thing because. If they do have to pay Harden, it's cool because they shedded Ben Simmons' contract. And then Maxey is their third star now, and he's not even getting paid that much money. So they can afford to do it. They have some time to figure everything out, Would I do it? No, but they're going to have to. But again, I do think that he can win. I do think that he can win a championship. But again, like everybody else is saying, not as a number one guy, but also I don't believe he has to be a bench player or a sixth man. He's definitely going to be a starter when he gets that championship, if he gets the right team. But I think his window has closed for getting a championship. I think his best chance was with the Nets if they were healthy, and if Kyrie was out there and Durant was out there and they were all together healthy, that was his best chance. I don't think he's going to win the championship no more. I'm gonna
just be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be blunt honest with y'all. I said this before, and I wish we were recording beforehand. And I said this when everybody was calling him the Beard and the great offensive player we've ever seen. I said his style of play, bro, you're not going to win no championship. I've been saying that. He has not surprised me. I'm not surprised at all, to be honest with you. I've never been surprised. I have not been his biggest fan. I don't like his game. I don't. It's not a winnable game. It's not. It's that version of play. It's a me. It's a
if
me.
you at the court, you can win like that.
Yeah. It's a me game, bro. Yeah. It's a me game. So with that being said, man, I'll say this, man. size plays a factor in a lot of this, man. Like if you truly into the sport of basketball, right, and you come in and you know that you overweight, you've already created a problem. Look at all your real greats, who we do consider greats, and I know I just took a hard session, and I know Bill does different with Kevin Durant, but still I'm gonna say it because he's working out every day. He plays every day. Like he's in tune for basketball every day. LeBron James may not be playing right now. Remember, we all know what LeBron doing, right? LeBron is inside the lab, working on his game, man, through and through. Anthony Davis, he may get hurt, but I'm pretty sure he up in the lab doing the same
No,
thing.
he do.
And he's softer than HEB tissue, and he still get out there, bro, and he ball his ass off. You look at any greats in this game, man. Chris Paul doing the same thing too. You know what I mean? Like everybody is doing what they have to do, man, to stay physically healthy on the off season, and when the season starts, man, they ready to go. Why you continue to come up in here with the same attitude and same demeanor as if you're just going to easily get this? This has become a problem with him. He's not dedicated to the game or to the craft of basketball.
Are players not physically and mentally tough as they used to be?
No, I don't. I'm not gonna say this for every player,
Well,
but
not
the
every
majority
player, but
of
I mean,
them,
I'm saying the
you
league
can-
in general.
Yeah, but you can see where it's going. But if it's not the season, I'm out there with Lemon Pepper Lou, man, and we out there at the strip club. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what we worried about. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm worried about all this other stuff, and that's where James Harden is at, man. He's at that phase, bro. And this is his problem is that regular season is regular season. He feel like he got this on-off switch. Man, you don't just drop weight like that, bro. Losing weight, brand, and staying in shape ain't no on-off switch, bro. Everybody ain't built the same, and you should know your body type already, bro. And it shows. Your ass can't cut it on and cut it off, bro. Like you really, if you want to be who you say you are and who people claim you are, then as soon as you clock out, because I don't see y'all getting past Miami. If y'all clock out the day that y'all finish, rest yourself. The following day, your ass should be inside the gym, bro, and getting ready for next season, man, and prove that you worked that max deal. Because right now,
They just beat Miami 99-79.
Yeah, got one game. Congrats to him. Congrats. But guess who had to come back to do that, man? Joel Embiid.
I mean, yeah,
that
is their star.
But this is the only thing that I'm going to say different, man. And then we can go to the next topic, man. Is I don't feel like Philly has to pay them that because Philly was already in the playoffs without him. He's just a bonus. He was a bonus piece.
Do y'all think? And this is a silly question, but do y'all think that he's going to expect max money next contract?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yes. Yes.
There's been I guess a report that he would consider. Now, obviously, it wasn't like a quote that came from his mouth or whatever. But there was a report saying that he would take less money. He's open to taking less money or whatever. But who knows what less money is? Like the max would be 50. Is he talking about 45? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
That could be anything.
What you talking about shaving whenever you said you're not talking about getting a
now,
max. So I mean,
now if you can get away with giving him like 30 a year, cool. Still a lot of money. Still a lot of money, but
fair.
But because of your history, 30 for sure. Like,
you know what I would do, and I don't know how it all works for them though, but it have some incentives for him. You know what I mean, to perform better. Like, hey, you reach this goal, I give you X amount of money. Like give him some. Be an incentive player. He needs to be an incentive player. So that way when he off, that way whenever he off, he ain't coming in here looking like he sat at the Thanksgiving table the whole entire off season. Because that's exactly what he looked like. He looked like he sat at the Thanksgiving table.
Like he's trying to go out there and have an interview for the next Santa Claus or some shit.
Yeah, he's finna be the next Black Santa Claus, man, at the damn mall, fool.
Somebody said that. Do y'all feel that his passion ain't for the game as much?
I don't, man. I really.
I hate to question. Man. I hate to question the man's passion, but I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it again. If this is how you come in every year, he does this. This is not new. If he does this every year, it says that, dog. His passion is not the craft of basketball. This is just a check. I can do my 1-2 travel steps and then hit my 3, and then my gosh, I'm good. I got money. I'm ESPN highlight reel. Kids like me. Kids want to do this. Hi, I got this snicker there. Hi, all these men are growing beards. Ha ha ha. Then I get off, man. I'm at the titty bar. I'm at the Thanksgiving table. You know what I mean? I'm out here at the latest strip club. I'm out here at this club. I'm going to my friend's birthday party back here. Oh, it's season again? I got some time, man. Hold on, wait 1 second, Houston. I got some time. Let me go party it up again. And then by the time I get to the court, I can't shake that shit off. That's why you're becoming a point guard, because your ass can't run. You have to facilitate because you can't create no more because your ass is out of shape. That's what it is. And I'm sorry.
It's that, and it's I think the new, which I love them, taking away a lot of the bullshit that players were doing with that whole flopping and getting guys in the air, jumping into
I agree with
I'm
that,
glad
bro.
the NBA changed that, which they
Yeah.
have been doing a lot better. I think that also took away some of his game, some of his points too.
I do agree. I do
Yeah.
agree. You know what? I didn't think
Yeah.
about that too. Yeah, can't get to the free throw line 30 times a game.
Yeah.
It's,
I know
it's
him
amazing
and,
how
I know
that.
him and Chris
'Cause
Paul
that shit,
they
man,
cut themselves that night. When it was
That
like,
that shit used to irritate me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
That's
is he talented? Fuck yes. But some
well,
shit, bro.
yeah.
When you sit there and watch these games and the fouls that he would get every game, it just was like, come on, this ain't even basketball.
It slows the game down. It's annoying. Come on.
It's annoying.
Yeah, man.
I'm giving you 40 points, man. You know, you really should only have 20.
20.
Yeah, you know, like, come on,
17.
man. Like,
shit.
yeah, like, come on, man. Let's stop doing that, man. But anyways, I'm glad to know everybody's opinion on that, man. Again, it seems like we all in agreement somewhat about his window being closed as far as getting a championship. Again, I did the math on this because I know I talked about Kevin Durant, but so I did some math, right? 2 B's still give me a B if I divide it out. Right, I'm saying. So to me, he's a B minus player, man. At this particular point, man, he's not that A player like we. You know, like we thought he was.
I give
him a C plus. I give
Really?
him a C plus because
Oh, I like this though.
because of the fall that he has taken. And again, I like
I can respect the C plus
and
though.
see, look, and here's the thing. And again, I respect what he's done, how he changed his game, because not a lot of players can do that. So I mean, that also shows some greatness too, because what he was able to do to change, you know, around Kevin Durant and Irving, and
his size. Don't forget his size.
Yeah,
You gotta change for that too.
So I mean, I give him an A for being able to change the way he did, but and what it's kind of hard how I'm trying to say this shit. I give him an A for what he did and trying to fit.
But his
into that
overall
team.
new game is a
but
C.
It's overall, it's like to see like now they want this from you and you can't get to it. Now it's like it's a majority of things coming in now to like, well, what is it? Is it you're not taking your health serious? Are you hurt? Is it this? Is it that? It's a lot of different variables now that comes into this, and it's too many variables to try to figure it out. And I don't want to figure it out, motherfucker. Because last time I seen you at the Houston Rockets, you were still getting buckets, and then you come over here and all of a sudden you can't now. Like, and so I don't know. And then they're telling you to get buckets, and you're still putting up like 15 shots a game and 14 shots a game. And I understand they're doubling you up because Embiid's not here, and I understand that. But motherfucker, they was doubling you and shit when you was with Houston, and you had no problem.
He was still dropping
But one thing that we never consider, I didn't even think about it till just not myself.
Oh, please, come on.
And I mean it. We never think about, or at least I don't. Y'all might think about all this shit, but something we never fucking consider is the fact that, are we being a little hard? Because okay, let me tell you why. No, let me tell you why. Go ahead.
We
sit here and we consider him such an individual dribble, fucking stop pop player that. Okay, what we do if this was the Lakers, right? It'd be the beginning of the season. It'd be like October. And, oh man, it's gonna take them a while to jail. This motherfucker only been playing with these dudes for like, and we don't even consider that, y'all.
No, so here's the thing, and I get what you're saying.
There's no like, and I'm not gonna say sample size, but there's no, because you got people like Simmons who never played. They just went to fucking Brooklyn, and it's like, okay, but we acting like he's supposed to just hit the ground running, like, oh, he's supposed to produce today. What the fuck going on? And why
I get what you're saying.
I'm not, because one last thing, because the conditioning part, I agree. Y'all right, 100%. He be coming to the game in the beginning, he look like bruh man and shit. But
from the fifth floor.
From the fifth floor. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, why we don't give like make a concession like we would if this was a Laker play? Like they need to learn how to vibe together. We're not being a little hard.
So no, I rip Anthony Davis ass, and y'all know already.
But that's different though. But that's different.
Yeah.
I get what Eddie's completely different.
Possibly.
What I'm saying is, I get what you're saying 100%. What I'm saying, my response to that is that I get that you do need to learn how to jail, but they're not asking you to jail. They're asking you to fucking shoot the ball.
Score.
That's it.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? Like the same shit that you did in Houston when you had a bunch of trash motherfuckers around you. You were just jacking up shots. All you want to do is score. You know what I'm saying? Now they tell you to score and you want to pass. That's all I'm saying. I get what you're saying. You do have to learn your players.
And I get what you're saying. I
get all that. All I'm saying is they're asking you to do something that you've been doing for the past 12 some fucking years.
That's true. But
Put the ball in the hoop.
We're not professionals. But have we all ever had that day when you went to the court and your shot just wasn't dropping? You was like, man,
oh, bro.
Hell yeah.
I'm saying that is this maybe an exaggerated version of that? Where he just ain't got that groove with that team yet. Is all I'm saying. What Amar's saying, I get what he's saying.
2 years of this shit. 2 years of this shit. This ain't no.
But he ain't been with Philly for 2 years.
You gotta count Brooklyn because Brooklyn he looked like this shit.
That's true.
No, Brooklyn he looked like this shit, and now he's over here and he looks like this shit. And at the end of Houston he looked like that shit. I'm gonna tell you right now.
That's actually a good point.
If it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a duck.
He's give me $100 a game, and I go out there. And
I can do that shit, bro. And I get nervous in front of a lot of motherfuckers. I would shoot. I could do that shit, bro. But they asking him to do one simple thing, bro, and put the ball in the net. Put the ball in the net, and he's absent. I mean, this is what you know him for. Put the ball in the net, and you can't do that. Want to know why? Because you're walking around here and you got this big ass turkey in your belly. That's why you can't put the ball in the goddamn net. Not my fault. This is not my fault, and I'm sorry. But he got to do better. And you're right, man. I should have gave his ass a C+, and I was being nice to his ass because I always thought he was just a B+ player to begin with, and I was being nice and giving him a B-. But you're right. His ass deserves a C+ for half that shit that you just named. Oh boy, he made me change my grade. But I'm so
C+ for chicken and fries.
C+ for chicken and fries. That dirty bastard. I'm hungry as a motherfucker right now, y'all. All right, y'all. So look, we gonna leave James Harden and his absentee ass alone, man, because he's absent as a
all his problems.
And all his problems, man. Hey, at least he ain't got 22 of them motherfuckers. That's a good thing. So, anyways, man. So look, let's get on to topic number 2, y'all. I kind of want to know who you guys feel will win the World Series, man. Baseball season has started, man. I think we're like a month or two in, man. Season
mine's gonna be quick,
man. So I just kind of want to know. Yeah, mine's
it's predictions, so it shouldn't take too long.
Yeah, it's predictions. I just want to know, man, who you guys feel like is going to win it this year. JJ, I'm gonna kick this one off with you, man. Let me know how you feel.
Don't be biased.
Man, you already know me, shit.
Yeah.
But man, I think the Dodgers are gonna be.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So we
seem like we
loud. Seem like we all agree.
Yeah.
So we all agree, or we just done with this take. D, you ain't say nothing, but sound like it's pretty much we all feel the same way.
But
what the fuck? Hey, what's wrong with us these last few episodes, man? Like I thought we all saw things differently. You know what I mean? We
not
pick
today.
Each other
Not
brains.
today.
But
Not today, bruh.
Thank
okay.
you.
Not
I
today,
don't know,
bruh.
no, but
Mookie.
you heard me say the Dodgers are gonna be back in it, but you didn't let me finish where I was gonna say the Astros are gonna win.
Nah, brother, nah.
Yes, sir.
Nah, thank you. Run it up.
Ooh.
Hey,
Run it up.
I still got faith in my Astros. I think they started a little iffy, but I think they're gonna come back. And
They did this last year. They started iffy, and then
They
go on this run. And then they go on this run.
Yes.
Yeah,
They'll win.
Everything about Houston in sports is iffy, bro.
Yeah.
For real.
So there you go. That's my prediction. The
All right.
Astros beating the Dodgers.
Oh shit!
Come on now.
So check this out. So all right, Eddie D, let me roll down to you, man. Tell me how you feel.
Y'all can freeze this later and look at it if you want. I wrote this down earlier. Take a look at it whenever you want. You can pause it. I think we all kind of going the same direction. The way I got it, and this is really how I feel. Like I say right now, I'm always gonna look for my Braves. They in third place right now in the NL East. They 12-15. Now I'm kind of like JJ with Houston, where it's like. Look at how they did last year after they lost fucking Acuna. They just lit it up and got hot. But we ain't talking about that. We talking about what's gonna happen, right? So I like the Twins this year. Let's see. I think the Dodgers they're gonna basically win the pennant by beating the Mets in the NLCS. They're gonna play the Yankees in the World Series, who gonna beat the Twins in the ALCS, and they're gonna win the World Series. It's gonna be the Dodgers.
Thank you. And I knew there was a reason why I liked you, because
I don't know if that's the reason. But you my dog. I got you, bruh. Boy, stupid. Look at this motherfucker. That motherfucker's stupid.
I know, man. Go ahead, bro. Man, hey,
It's just keeping it real. It's gonna be the Dodgers this year.
Keep it a buck, Amore J, man. I mean,
Yeah, man,
I think you already said it.
I'm not being biased. It's just being honest, and it's gonna be the Dodgers. Okay, see me there. And I will be at this parade, goddammit. I will call off. I will do whatever I got to do. I will say my baby is sick. I will say my wife's hair fell out. Whatever I got to do, I will be at the
Jada, a
parade.
disease, alopecia, whatever they call that shit.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Out your motherfucking mouth.
Fucking mouth. All right, all right. Just wait. I'm not gonna talk about her. Wait, I'm just not. It's good.
No, but yeah, all jokes aside, yeah, I just think that right now we're always great. We're always great during the regular season. We're always great during the regular season.
Yeah.
Getting Betts was definitely a big thing for us. Getting Freeman was a fucking tremendous pickup, man. And then you still have like the Trey Turners and I mean just the Max Muncies and it's like we have our core. Usually you don't get to see your core stick together and then continue to get better guys on top of your core, and that's what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
So you are like all in the
and I'm happy.
I'm sorry, Mark. Go ahead. I'm having technical difficulties over here.
Me too. I was confused.
I'm literally apologizing to you.
No, bro, it's all good, bro. Go ahead.
I can't even really focus right now.
That's my bad. I love you, man. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, but no, it's just one of the things that it's rare for us because usually like we're stingy with the money or we want to be cheap and we don't spend. And as of late,
with the Rams in town,
as of lately, they've been doing what they have to do, and I'm happy to see that. But yeah, just the fact that we have our core together that gets up there every year, and to continue to build that core with better players and experienced players and guys that know how to get out of those slumps, because sometimes we always be stuck with guys that will be good during the regular season and then they'll get in a slump in time when it's time to get into the playoffs. And that was what we were dealing with for a while, for like 3-4 years straight. We'd have a bunch of young guys, that would ball out all season. Then we get to the playoffs and get in slumps, bright lights and slumps. And now we have just a great fucking team. I feel like the team right now is a dynasty. I feel like, and obviously usually you'll say a dynasty when this team's obviously going to win it back to back to back to back to back. But in baseball, you don't see that. So I do think that this team is a dynasty if we can keep this together though.
Great ran organization. Got my boy Freddie Freeman. Yeah, man. Hey.
So sometimes you can have certain situations in life happen and they help build the foundation, right? And I kind of feel like that's what it is with the Dodgers, right? They had their little hiccups, right? And it's just made them stronger, right? And they just built off of that, man, right? Okay, we know what it's like to have breakdowns, right? Now we work on those breakdowns, right? And it seems like every year they seem to be doing like the most incredible moves, man, to make themselves better and better, or damn near unbeatable. You know what I mean? At this particular point, man. It's hard because again, I would like for the Astros to win. I do see the Astros making it to the World Series, but I just don't see nobody really beating the Dodgers, man. I think the Dodgers is just too much.
I can see the Stros, but I'm down the Stros too. But
it's just the way that they're. Again, we use the term like health plays a factor in that, man. But as of right now, man, like the way that they sit, man, like man, that roster's stacked, man. Like there's no holes. There's no holes, man. Just. That's gonna be hard to beat, man.
I hope the Braves put something together, but I don't see them beating.
See, I said the same thing about the Astros. I hope they put something together, but man, my gosh, you just lights out day.
The Astros are gonna find their rhythm too. They're gonna kick it up the gear, like at mid-season for sure. And they tend to do that kind of shit. They're one of those teams that they find their rhythm. Like they're like the Westbrook of MLB. Like he'll start off slow because he's always moving team to team. And what I'm saying is not the moving team, but I'm saying Westbrook takes time. Yeah. He finds his rhythm towards the end of the season, and he just takes off. Yeah. And and I mean that's the Astros. Sometimes they start off hot, and sometimes and that's the which is cool though.
Red Sox,
which is cool because I'd rather have that, to be honest with you, because the Dodgers just would be hot all fucking season every season for 10 years and
they did that like 2 years ago. Remember? Yeah, that like 2 3 years ago. They were everybody's ass the whole year. Yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah.
it was
then
for
them
like
lights
5
kicked
years
on?
straight.
Yeah,
And then it
yeah, I
was
remember
like-
that. I remember
it
that
was
season. It might
dark.
have been 2020, maybe
Man,
19. I
It
can't
was
remember.
it was for like 5 years straight, bro. That we
Yeah,
kept.
they were like the
we was
best
killing.
team the whole year, and they just
And then we get to that second round or whatever, and even we got to the World Series before.
You got
too,
to
and
World
just,
Series, yeah, and it just fell apart.
Well,
It
we
just
know what
fell
happened
apart.
with that. Though, also, Houston cheated and shit. But yeah. So.
Wow.
Man, that's bullshit, bro. That's bullshit. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm about to nip this in the bud.
You
All
can't.
y'all
Let's talk
motherfuckers
about
be out
that.
there.
Let's talk
All
about
y'all
they,
motherfuckers be
they
out
told
there
on
doing-
themselves. They told on
all
themselves. They
y'all
got caught.
motherfuckers be
They
out
told
there.
on themselves.
All y'all motherfuckers.
I've been waiting for the
all,
Dodgers to come play them.
all y'all
I want to
motherfuckers
fight
be
the
out
Astro
there.
fans. Besides y'all.
Yeah,
y'all.
thank you.
But-
Okay, cool.
but-
You can whip their ass, but I'm telling you, all y'all do that shit. All y'all got a cheating
No,
system somewhere
should
along
it
the
be?
way, bro.
Should it be
It's-
a fucking rule where if you steal somebody's car, dog, it's a sign. I thought that was
when you're having microphones and cameras and all kind of other shit, that's beyond. That's
I
not
don't
that.
give a fuck.
That's not
It's a
that.
sign. So if you can
It's
make a better sign, that's how I look at it.
It's cheating.
Hey, look, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. But guess what? Tom Brady still got 2 of his motherfucking rings. They ain't take that shit back.
And
they
he
was
never.
cheating.
And
He
he
was
never
cheating
told
like
on
a
himself.
motherfucker.
And he never told on himself. The
Well, he ain't
the
gonna-
Astros
he ain't
did.
He ain't
The
gonna
Like
tell
my
you.
old
Houston-
man when I fucked
The
up
Houston, the Houston Iffies, the Houston Iffies told on themselves. Damn it! All right, you're guilty. So proven guilty. They were proven guilty. They're guilty. They cheated.
Just told on themselves. too. They still got them
Straight-
rings. I don't give a
straight
damn.
Samuel
I
L.
rest my
Jackson.
case.
Gotta
I rest my case.
But again, fellas, y'all know what this means, man. There's no
Oh, y'all
conversation
crazy.
that go this smooth without the Hennessy, baby. This is why we have such great conversations between the Hennessy and the El Ura Otra. Yeah, I hope I said that shit. Did I say it right?
You
JJ?
getting better. You getting better at
I'm
it.
getting better with that shit, man. I'm rolling my R's and shit, man. I wonder if that means I can do other things good since I can roll my R's. But anyways, every good conversation, every good conversation, man, goes down good with some Henny, man. So y'all know what time it is. It's Hennessy time, fellas. Let's go ahead. Let's get us a little break in. Let's get our shotty shots. Again, everybody, please drink responsibly, man. Drink water, grab an Uber, whatever it is you gotta do to get home, man. And we'll see y'all back after this break. All right, nation, we are back from our Henny break. So, fellas, how do y'all feel? Let's get one more sip of that Henny time because it's time to catch the Hennessy ghost. Cheers. Woo! Thank you. Woo! Woo! The doors of Call It How We See It are open now. Woo! And it
Shit.
feels so good. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for that third and final topic. Wow! Thank you. So good. So
All
everybody,
right. All right.
please
All right.
make sure to always drink responsibly. Drink water with you. We make sure to have some on the set. I'm drinking that green. Matter of fact, to show y'all fellas, I got a gallon of this motherfucker. Arizona green tea. It goes real good, man. Real good. Chase that with some Hennessy, man. It's really good. And make sure whoa. And then make sure too that you always get an Uber driver when drinking. Hey, you threw me on, dog.
Yeah,
Make sure you have an Uber driver. Make sure you have an Uber driver, man, when you go out and do all this damn drinking. And pimping ain't easy when you're doing all that drinking. Man.
Ooh.
That's what I'm laughing at. Y'all niggas stupid.
All right, fellas, man. So our last topic, man,
Oh
is
shit.
our top 5 point course. The shit that we do after Hennessy, bro. I'm telling you, every good conversation
Oh,
goes good
fuck.
with Hennessy, man.
Oh,
Every good conversation
I'm
goes
gonna take that and I'm gonna freeze it. Ooh. Oh shit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Oh man, I'm
crazy.
stupid as a motherfucker sometimes, man. I promise you, man.
Enough of that.
Yeah,
Toast.
Whew. Yeah. Man, I would drink another one, man. This VSOP kicking my ass, man. Whew. Oh, look at that. Oh, damn, look at you, boy. You acting like a Maury J over there, man. I killed the damn bottle.
Motherfuckers act like a boy J. He be drinking it straight to the head.
Yeah, he
That's
goes
how
straight
do
to the
it.
dome with that shit.
Yeah, he be
Hey,
getting
again,
straight
I
to
think
the
that.
head.
Hey, I think that must be like a Cali thing, fools. That shit goes straight to the dome, bro.
Hey, look, Hennessy. I drink this shit. Sponsor us now.
Thank you. Well, We need that. Hey, it's a brand name like Pepsi. We
Yeah,
stand by
like,
it.
it
We
should be like,
guarantee it.
it should say like Hennessy, and then at the bottom that EST of Maury J.
I need some more Hennessy in my life,
Yeah.
man.
I
got
need
you.
some more Herradura Ultra in my life.
I'm gonna try it. Hey,
Yeah.
look, tomorrow. Shit, it's gonna be hard. We're gonna figure something out tomorrow.
Yeah, we gonna figure out something because I want to try that, man. Because JJ drinking that shit, bro, and that shit looks smooth as fuck. I just don't want to be stopping at no lights.
Iota?
Herradura Ultra.
Oh no! Oh yeah, I'm not trying that shit. I'm not trying that.
El Ahura Ultra. El Ahura. El Ahura.
Hey. But no lies.
Sexy little bitch.
If they do sponsor my ass, they better send that shit straight from Mexico. Don't give me none of that U.S. type of shit.
I don't want that. I don't want that
Hey.
tap water. Don't give me that tap water.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we don't
No.
want that watered down shit. We want this
No.
shit straight from Mexico, bro. We want the real deal. We don't want that sour shit.
Nah.
We want that real, authentic.
Nah.
We
Don't
want
give
no
me the-
text.
Don't give me the
nah,
shit
US
that
Mex
you
shit.
you
Yeah.
filter through the straw.
Yeah,
He
I
want
it
that barcode on the
made
back.
by the cartel. I want it made by the cartel.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
For real.
I don't.
yeah.
Not me. Not me.
I-
But,
Well, I'm just
hell,
saying. I
hell
want that
yeah.
real shit.
I want to join
Yeah.
the cartel.
I want that real shit. I
Not
want that
me.
real shit. And also too, man, for all y'all listening to before we start this too, even though I just shouted out the topic, man, please make sure to go watch Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I think that's gonna be a really, really good one, man. For all of us. Hey,
I'm hyped.
Eddie, man, guess what? Maybe next episode, man, we could talk about our top comics. You know what I'm saying? Our top comic superheroes,
I'm with
man.
it.
Whether it's
I'm
Marvel,
with it.
DC,
I
you
think
know
I'm
what I'm
that
saying?
with it.
multiverse shit like a complete mind fuck. Don't it?
Yeah, the black
Yeah.
diaper. Hey, that shit is hard.
Any diaper fool goes hard in the paint, fool. I ain't touching that shit.
Black diaper. Hey, black diaper. Woo.
Yeah.
Y'all missing
Man.
out. Y'all
Nah.
missing out.
You know what? You know who I'm voting for already? Black Dynamite. That's what I'm voting for. I don't know where he falls at under the tree, man, but I love me some Black Dynamite.
Yeah, he probably last.
Yeah. He probably last on their comic page, but it's all right though. It's all good. All right, fellas. So we're gonna do our top five point guards of all time. I want to know how you guys place these guys in the order. Don't matter. Just give me your five. Or if you just want to be honest and say who you think is the point guard, you know what I mean? Please let us know, man. Amori, this one off with you, man. Do you have a point guard?
More?
Or you
All
just
right.
gonna go in any order?
Nah, I gotta.
He going well.
All right. So this might come to surprise some of you. You know, let me see. All right, let's see.
No, I kind of
All right.
like that character, Brad. Keep that
Yeah,
motherfucker going.
No,
I waited to see where that was going.
For real. 'Cause if you
Okay.
don't
that
finish that
was
motherfucker,
a-
I will.
no, it was a little bit of Vince. It was a little bit of Vince.
It was. I love the Vince. You do the best Vince.
All right, so
Oh, give
My-
us Vince on this one, bro. Just give it to us, bro.
Okay. So number five. Hold on. We got a little extra time. Let me make another drink real quick. I'm sorry, Hennessy. I'm making another Hennessy drink. You know.
I told you, man. Every good conversation goes good with Hennessy, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Hennessy.
Never fails.
Stop bullshitting, man. Stop bullshitting.
Y'all know y'all love us too, man. We keep it 100 off y'all drinks. El Hura Ultra feel the same way too. We keep it real, just that, you know.
Good with that.
Boys, boy, that boy getting smooth, man. Shit, I better.
Hey, you caught me off guard on that one.
Yeah, he all smooth and shit. Like Julio Iglesias with his shit. I said, go ahead on, boy.
Hey, bro, I gotta get it right, man. I'm gonna be good at this advertising
What's
shit.
dude used to fuck J-Lo? What was her name? What was his name? The singer? Well, I'm trying to think of what was his name?
Mark Anthony.
Yeah,
Mark Anthony, yeah.
with his shit. I was like, go ahead on,
Yeah. I was about to say who did fuck her, but I was like, never mind. I
Me,
ain't
mother,
me.
Hey! Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that to J-Lo.
I'm sorry. It just slipped, bro. It just slipped. It's like
That is
one of
not
those.
allowed. That
Okay,
is
I'm
not
sorry.
allowed here. That is not allowed in this house.
J-Lo, I polish my eyes to you. I polish my eyes to you. I really do.
Have you seen Made in Manhattan? What she went through?
I don't give a damn what she went through and made in Manhattan. I was treating her like a Kardashian at this particular point.
Don't you do that. Don't you do it.
You brought me back to that movie. I'm sorry. She suffered so bad.
All I gotta say about J-Lo is she lucky Selena died because that's the only reason she got a damn career.
You don't think she'd have blown up without the Selena movie, man?
Hell no.
That is harsh. That's harsh.
Hey,
That's
I hate to
hard.
say this.
I'm
Hey,
just
you
calling
right,
it how I
y'all
see
can
I
it.
see it.
Y'all can say what y'all want about J-Lo, but what was that movie that she made a couple years ago when she was a stripper and shit? I ain't gonna lie, she looked good in that damn movie.
She look good, period, man.
Yeah, she,
Yeah, let's
look,
keep
look,
it real. I mean,
Look, I'm gonna keep it a buck real quick before you
She's
even start
talented,
your thing,
okay?
man. Look,
I don't know if she like Selma Hayek age well, but
she was a dancer. She was a dancer on In Living Color, right? Puff Daddy actually got her going. To be, and then her Selena
when he
movie.
was Puff Daddy.
Those three things, which makes JJ right. Those three things is what helped propel her career, man, for real. But Selena took the cake because everybody loves Selena. Fool, like she's
I do.
and she did a great job at it too. So this ain't
She
no
did.
knock, but
She
she
did.
really did. She did a great job at it, man. So,
J Lo is a legend.
National treasure.
She's a legend.
yeah.
Okay, not just the ass. She's a legend. Now back to the top 5 point guards. of all
Get back to
time.
the top 5, but before I talk about her ass again,
Shit. God damn.
she do got a nice ass though. But keep
Fuck.
Yes.
Man, these guys need some act right.
going. I need some Hennessy. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
it's not working for you. Okay.
Hennessy ain't doing it. It ain't doing it no more. Shit ain't working.
All right.
Come on, Vince.
Number 5. Number 5. I got. Hey, come on.
Number 5. That's you. You doing that shit, motherfucker.
I love it. Doc.
I did not want a response. Okay. I just want to talk. That's what this is for. Okay. Can I get it out?
Get it out, bro. Get it out. Just get it out.
got
it.
Oh Lord, we
You're gonna
crazy
turn
as
me into
hell.
Stephen A in a minute. Shit.
What?
Damn.
What?
Huh.
What?
Yeah.
I am Tony Montana.
Yeah. Hey. All right. Number 5.
Come on.
Top 5 point guards.
Top 5.
Allen Iverson. Number 5.
Come on.
Now,
Good one.
a lot of people may say you're tripping. How is he 5? Yada yada yada. Well, Allen Iverson, I love the hell out of Allen Iverson. But the first thing I think when you hear Allen Iverson is what? It's crossovers, it's bucket, And again, I actually kind of feel bad even having him as my number 5, to be honest with you, because I'm such a when we're talking about point guards. So and it's the same thing we talk about quarterbacks, and we talk about, like when I say in the draft, I'd pick Josh Allen over Lamar Jackson, and I stood by that. And to this day, I'm still right on that shit. When we talk about positions, talk about positions. I'm not going to be a biased person or who I like, who's flashy, who's going to get you the fucking fantasy points. No, we're talking position, right? If you had Allen Iverson as a position these days in a fantasy draft or fantasy, whatever, he would not get you no points. He's not going to go out there and get you 10 assists a game and get you 9 rebounds and yada. He's going to get you buckets. And as a point guard, they're you're going to be, in a category with assist and with this and with that. And you know what I'm saying? He was a bucket. The reason why he is in my top 5 is because he was a generational, talent. I think he was one of the first point guards to do it the way he did it. Obviously the crossover wasn't created by him, but if you ask me, the crossover was created by Allen Iverson. You know what I mean? Allen Iverson, just amazing. You know what I'm saying? To be that little guy that with 5'11", 6'1", whatever, 6'2" on a good day, he carried a team on his back.
Slam dunk wasn't made by Michael Jordan, but who did it the best?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So,
Shout out to Tim Hardaway too, though.
Shout out to
Allen Iverson, man. He just, he was that guy, man. Just everything. Hey, somebody's.
I'm hearing a little feedback too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody's background is sound like a big fan or something is on.
Yeah, I don't have no fans, so that's a good thing. Thank God.
I just muted mine, and I don't think nothing changed.
Let's see.
Whoever just did something stopped it.
Yeah, it's good now. Y'all good?
Yeah, I don't hear shit no more. All right. So yeah, Allen Iverson, number 5. Number 4, I got Isaiah Thomas.
Come on.
And,
All right, come on.
To me,
I like where this is going.
to me, obviously you see like that, you hear about the Chihuahua syndrome, the little man syndrome, and all that shit, right? Well,
That's a dog.
And I feel like he was the first, to me, who, from what I know, He was that first, with that just that chip on their shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Like what Westbrook was when he came into the league. That's what Isaiah Thomas was before that. You know what I mean? He was not scared of. Didn't matter if he was fucking 7 foot, whatever the case be. You could be fucking Kemp, Jordan, fucking Barkley. Didn't matter it don't matter who the fuck he was. He's coming at you. He's going at you. He's gonna foul you hard as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And actually, what's crazy? What I call his time is what I called the WWE or the WWF back in the Attitude Era.
It's the Attitude Era, yeah.
He was the Attitude Era of fucking the NBA before it became the soft cotton candy shit that it is now. You know what I'm saying? And a couple stats on that, man. Isaiah Thomas, 2 titles, 2 championships, right? 1 MVP final. You know what I'm saying? 3 NBA all first team, 12 all-star appearances, 9th in assists till this day, 17th in steals till this day.
Damn.
9th in 17th till this day. So you got to understand, there's been a lot of ball played since the last time he's retired, man. And the fact that he's still within the top 20 of 2 different categories right there, man, it just, man, he was just that for me, and I grew up one of the little guys, I'm saying? I grew up being one of the little guys. Obviously, I got my growth spurt, but when I was a little guy, you get picked on, but you have to have that tough heart. You have to be tough out there.
You got to be a dog.
And yeah, man, and he was the dog out there, man. He was a dog. He played way above what his size was. And so Isaiah Thomas, man, like salute, man. You were great. You're a legend.
You're a real one.
Number 3, it was hard, but this 3 was hard for me. Because it was literally it was hard. But number 3 is Chris Paul for me. Chris Paul, wow. Man, he's still doing it till this day at a high level, man. He's like, you see a lot of great players go to a different team and they're a shell of themselves. It's like they lose a little bit of themselves every time they bounce around, Chris Paul accelerates and elevates teams as he goes to these teams. He makes these teams better every time he gets to a new team. Look what he's done for the Phoenix Suns. That's not Crowder. That's not these young guys, Cam Johnson. That's not Mikal Bridges. Because before Chris Paul got there, they were just a young team with talent. He gets there, and look what the fuck happens.
It's a 360. Yes, a 360.
Championship team 2 years in a row. Now they're the favorites this year. That's Chris Paul. That's all Chris Paul. You know what I mean? Chris Paul, right? He's crafty, two-way player. Will guard you, lock you up, get in your ass. Will give you buckets at a high percentage, high IQ, floor general, playmaker, facilitator. You know what I mean? All he's missing is the ring. That's it. He will go down. He may be lower than that by the time he's done, because I think Chris Paul can play for another 3 years at the same level he's playing right now, because he doesn't have to go out there and bust his ass and give you a hard 35 minutes. You know what I mean? When he has guys like Booker and he's Mikal Bridges and Crowder's and Ayton, he's helping make them great, right? While he's being great in the shadows. You know what I mean? He's not the main person that has to go out there and get it all, but he knows how to sit back and get his buckets in the fourth quarter like he's been doing and blowing motherfuckers up at doing it. He knows when to show up. He knows when to and be he's that great dude. At it. You know what I'm saying? So Chris Paul is my number 3, man. Number 2, Jason Kidd. And this is why I said it was hard for me, because Chris Paul would have been my number 2 if it wasn't for the title, to be honest with you. That was like really the only difference. Jason Kidd, man, I say if you playing 2K, if you're training your son, your daughter, whatever, if you say, I want my kid to be a point guard. If you fucking sit down and you want to draw up the perfect fucking prototypical point guard, it's Jason Kidd.
Yeah, he did it.
The man played the point guard position by definition of point guard. You know what I'm saying? He did never go out. He never played outside of his role, never played too little of his role. He played the point guard position. I mean, perfect. And to go into some of his shit, J. Kidd, obviously he only had that one title with Kenyon Martin and so and all of them, was it Richard Jefferson and stuff like that. Didn't even have a great team. It was more so him. It was a good team. It wasn't all-stars. It was a great all-around team is what that team was that won that championship title. And didn't they go to the championship almost was it back-to-back, or did they go to to the Eastern Conference Finals the first year, and then came to championship. Whatever it was, it was a great team. It was not a bunch of superstars. It was a great team, and it started with him. Five,
Yeah.
5 All NBA first teams, 10 All Stars, 9 All Defensive selections, and again, he was one of those guys that was a two-way player. He didn't just give you assists and give you fucking high percentage buckets. The guy was a two-way player, and it's hard to find that,
Yeah.
Second in assists and steals till this day.
Wow.
Till this day. 57th in rebounds.
For a point guard.
Point guard.
Yeah, that I didn't know that. That's
Yeah, that's
So,
I didn't know that.
man, so Jason Kidd, again, he was just that prototypical man that you just
Yeah, that's
that
pretty,
he was
tight, actually.
so
yeah, that one was pretty deep. I didn't realize that either.
my number one,
Come on.
Magic Johnson.
Come on, yeah, come on.
And I mean, you can go on and on about him, man. And for me, it's just like to see what he did at that position, at his size, man. You're in college basketball, you're a center at that size. High school, you're a center at that size. You get into the NBA, you're probably going to be a small forward, power forward.
Power forward combo, yeah.
Nowadays, he'd be playing small ball center. The motherfucker was playing point guard, so agile, so athletic, so flashy, so swaggy at that time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? When you say the term Showtime, you don't think about shit else but Magic. That's who you think about.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That's what I see too. Yeah.
Anytime, whether it's Ja Morant coming down, they show Showtime. Whether it's LeBron and AD, whether it's Dwayne Wade and throwing it up the lob to LeBron. Anytime you hear Showtime, till this day, you think of Magic.
Mhm.
That tells you a lot. His name will always hold. He's a winner. You know what I'm saying? Like I said again, he was a trendsetter for that position, for that size. He was the first to do it at that size. It was unbelievable to see what he did. You know what I'm saying? And the way he did it, he played with heart. He had, you could tell he was having fun out there, passionate. I mean, it was just fun to watch him.
Not to sound cliche about it, man, but he kind of like he played above the rim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, to be
man,
honest with you,
and-
like he's just yeah.
And to go to his title, 5 titles, 5 Finals MVPs, 3 regular season MVPs, 9 All NBA first teams, 12 All Star selections, 6 in assists to this day, 22nd in steals, 83rd in scoring. And so, man, for me, Magic, and that's my 5. I had some honorable mentions. I really wanted Stockton in my top 5. He was definitely an honorable mention. Tony Parker was an honorable mention. Gary Payton, the glove, was an honorable mention.
Yeah.
Steph Curry is an honorable mention for sure for me as well, man. But yeah, that's my top 5.
All right, Eddie D, man, let's squeeze you up in there, bro. Let me know how you feeling.
This is an easy one because I'm gonna give the number 1, and I'm just gonna get the rest in no particular order. It's kind of like when we did the boxers thing.
Yeah.
Magic is basically Muhammad Ali as far as I'm concerned. He was.
You don't know? Go watch him.
Yeah, he was. He was my just like. Well, basically, besides my old man, Magic was my first hero. So that's it. I ain't got everything we already know is everybody know Magic. So
Everybody know.
I'm doing the other 4. He's number 1. The other 4 are in no particular order. Let's see. Penny. Now, Penny played shooting guard and he played point guard. Started out, I think, rookie season with the Magic playing shooting and switched to point guard, and that's when they really started balling out and everything. Penny for me was Kobe before Kobe, and the Shaq part we could throw that in, but he was that dude when I think I was in around maybe 8th grade or something like that back then, and yeah, he was like that dude, kind of like Grant Hill. He just because this is my top 5, so it's just
Yeah. No, it's your top 5. Yeah,
he is one of them things where it's kind of like Grant Hill, where he could have had a better career, but it's kind of like it just didn't quite. Yeah. But no, he was that dude. Next for me would be John Stockton, straight up face of the Jazz.
Yeah,
this motherfucker here, he was first in assists and steals.
Yeah,
you can't knock that. He got the
Yeah,
numbers.
it was hard. It was hard. He was hard
trust
for
me,
me
I
not
get
to
it.
have him in my 5.
He got the numbers. He's that dude for a long time. That team stacked up with anybody. With him, Malone, Jeff Hornacek. They had a hell of a squad, man, and they could compete with anybody. Many years they put the Lakers out the playoffs, so I mean, it is what it is. Next, I guess would be my third, like I said, in no particular order. Walt Clyde Frazier, 2-time champion, and gave New York the championships they got.
Yeah.
I think he's like the best Knicks player. It's kind of like debatable between him and Patrick Ewing. 7-time All-Star, and he played with Earl the fucking Pearl and what they call it, the Rolls Royce backcourt. Can't knock that. So Walt Clyde Frazier, I guess number 4, or whatever would be Isaiah. I agree with you on that. This was a whole era. Bad Boy Pistons. You had him, Bill Laimbeer, fucking Joe Dumars. Goddamn, who all was on there? Fucking John Sally, Dennis Rodman. I mean, that was. I hated those Pistons, and he was right there with them. I don't give a fuck how much he came on the court and kissed Magic before the game. That shit mattered. Once they tipped that ball off, it was just.
But don't you love that type of rivalry?
I wish
man?
the NBA was like that right now. I miss the days with the Pistons and with the Celtics like that. The rivalries with the. I wish we could see that kind of basketball now. I ain't gonna lie, I miss it like that. To me, like everything else, it's like the NFL. Everything is sped up and has become more about finesse. And like I mentioned earlier, and we all know. Seemed like people aren't as tough as they used to be, but he was that guy. Like Morrissey came in at 6'1", and I mean he was just a little dude, but he was out there just balling his ass off and playing like a beast. You got to give him his credit. I already mentioned everything: the 2 championships, 12-time All-Star, all that. Led assists in '85. I got my honorable mention is AI. He was just a whole vibe back then, and he was the one person that like kind of made me like with Kobe, because I love Kobe, and I was like, man, but Iverson. Let me tell you something. Iverson to me, one of the greatest. He was just what I think Iverson was like just 6 foot. He played shooting guard and point guard. Also, this motherfucker was the thing I liked the most about Iverson, man. Besides even crossing over people, stepping over Tyronn Lue, all that shit. The thing I liked the most about Iverson was fearless. Iverson didn't go to the charity line on bullshit like people like what we saying about Harden and shit like that. This motherfucker would take it to the cup every time, and he would just like give his body up. Little dude, but he would just go all out, and he would.
And you like how?
No, he would hit the ground hard. Like when he got fouled hard by big dudes, and he earned going to the line and shit like that. He was just that dude. He played with all heart. He always took, like I said, he didn't mind. He left it on the court, bruh. He really did, and it's like you can't explain to people who ain't never watched him play how he was, but he was just that dude, man. And it's like as much of a Laker fan I was, I'm trying to remember if they didn't sweep. It was like a gentleman's sweep when the Lakers beat
I think they won
in the finals, and I mean it. Like for a minute, they won that first game, and I was like, man, I hope we could beat Philly, and they, after that, LA took it over. But no, that was like the one guy that during that Kobe Shaq era, I was kind of like
worried about.
Yeah, I was worried about that dude, man, because Iverson was that dude. Like you had to respect his game. You had to respect like how he played. Yeah, honorable mention. That's it for me.
All right, man. JJ, let me get you up in there real quick, man. I like that, man. Who you got for your top 5?
I mean, I'm gonna repeat pretty much the same guys that Eddie Dean and Amari J have already gone on about. I mean,
Why? Thank you.
It is what it is. I mean, Magic is obviously number 1.
Gotta be.
Chris Paul is on there. Jason Kidd is on there. And Isaiah Thomas especially. I got a little thing for Detroit too, because Eddie Denver mentioned it. They were just a hardcore team and everything. So plus that, and whenever Chauncey Billups was tearing it up, I was in Detroit whenever they won those championships. I was actually
that was a good Pistons team. I hated them too, man.
Bro.
With Rasheed and fucking Ben Wallace and fucking
Hey, that was Bad Boys Part 2.
It was. I hated them, but I loved them. I was like, damn, it's a good team.
Bad Boys Part 2, bro. Like they was about that too.
Shit.
Yeah, I was in Detroit 2 years that they won, so I was out there in that parade whenever that shit went down.
Oh, really?
So I loved it. Oh yeah.
You was out there on 8 Mile and shit.
Oh yeah. I mean, Uh, yes, sir. I damn near chilled it with fucking Eminem, but yeah, nah, I'm just bullshitting about that.
Oh
But
yeah, I know.
Yeah, we know, man. Yeah, we know.
JJ,
But
you
if, but even if
stupid.
you did though, bro, hey, more props to you, man. More props to you.
but hey, but now that I'm on there about that, Gary Payton is gonna be my last one on
I
there.
like
But
that. I like. I wanted to throw Gary. I'm with you.
Yeah.
But shout out to Tim Savoy because he was my boy whenever we were out there in the fucking parade. We were watching the game together. And happy belated birthday. It was his birthday last week.
Yeah,
So
throw them shout outs,
Happy
boy.
birthday, man. Yeah, shout out. Boy, look at
Wow, I
JJ,
like
boy.
that
Shout
Jay
out. I like
Jizzle
that, man.
with the
yes,
shout outs.
sir.
I'm gonna go ahead and shout mines out, man, and then we'll be good on this one, man. So obviously, I'm gonna, do like we did with boxing, man. I'm gonna start with number one, and I don't
Yeah.
think this is an argument for everybody. It's Magic,
Magic.
the Man Johnson. It's just Magic. If you don't know, Google him, as we said about Muhammad Ali.
Check his resume.
That'll tell you everything. Yeah, check
Yeah.
his resume, and he'll tell you everything about himself. And then two, I have Chris Paul, because I think outside of Magic, man, everything Chris touches, you may not always get a championship, but damn, bro, like you seem like you pretty damn close, man, for somebody that's bounced around a lot, man, and to be surrounded by a bunch of young players and get them to excel.
He is a great player. You got to just give him his credit.
You just got to give credit where credit is due.
He's a great player.
And then three, I put down my boy Isaiah Thomas. Man, again, that's a dog. Y'all said it. If y'all don't know, again, that's another one y'all can Google, man. Like that, to be a dog at that size, man, it's unbelievable. I know nobody really mentioned number four, man. So I'm gonna throw out one person that's new on the list, man, and I put Oscar Robertson.
Yeah.
I put Oscar in that category, man. OG, can't say enough about Oscar, man. Just man, a lot of these dudes, man, that we see, Oscar's kind of our first of his kind, almost in a sense, man. So
a lot of people got him ranked like number 2.
yeah. So
As far as point guards, I'm with you on that,
as
bro.
point guards, yeah.
And that's
so,
why I went with I like people like him and Walt Frazier.
and Walt,
because
Walt Frazier,
I don't
yeah.
remember some of these older guys. These dudes used to ball, but no, I'm
Yeah.
with you on Oscar Robertson. Go
Yeah,
ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
yeah. No, you're good. And then it pained me to do this, man, because again, Gary Payton I liked, man. Allen Iverson I liked, man. Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, John
Yeah,
Stockton.
yeah,
I loved
you
all
already
these
know,
guys,
you
man.
already know.
And I don't want to take no disrespect by putting this young brother here, man. But I know he still has a lot of ball to play, and he's already exceeded a lot of expectations, man. And which is Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry, bro.
Go ahead, Mo, come on.
It's Stephen Curry. He may not be your prototypical two-way player, man, but the man still flat out balls. You know what I mean? And he does try his best, man, in everything that he does, man. He gets on this list to me, and it's for this reason only. When you look at a lot of these players, man, a few of these players do something that most players don't do in this position. He's changed how people play the game. Steph has changed the game to where now everybody wants to be deep 3-point shooters, off the dribble 3-point shooters, these circus type 3-point shooters. He has everybody doing this, man. He got kids buying Under Armour, for crying out loud, man. You know what I mean?
I'm not
Just-
doing it.
No, I know you not.
No, I know what you mean. No, I know what you mean, though.
But,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah, but you say that, you know what I mean? It's like, we ain't doing
I
that
know
now
what you
with
mean.
my
I
Jays.
know what you mean.
But
No, I know what you mean.
he gets on this list.
I have to
because
give you a
his
hard.
accolades-
I have to give you a hard
Yeah,
time.
I know. I feel it. I love it too. But his
Like
accolades,
growls.
man,
It's just,
and how he changed the game, man, is just unbelievable, man. I've never seen somebody come into the game, win one championship, then all of a sudden every kid everywhere, man, is shooting 3-point shots everywhere, bro. Like it's become a disease. You could be up by, you could be down by 1 point, and instead of going for the 2, the +1 and the foul at the end of the game, what's the first thing that everybody doing, including professionals now? Everybody's taking that Curry 3. Like he's changed the game, man, and it's unbelievable. I didn't like it at first, but I got to give credit where credit is due.
Well, I mean, they've always, and just to jump in for 2 seconds, they've always been like Craig Hodges and John Paxson,
Yeah.
and Ray Allen and Robert Horry, and there's always been 3-point shooters, but he is like, he took it to another level.
He took it to another level, and I love Ray Allen, bro. Like I love me some Ray Allen. But this brother did something to me that made me respect him even more. I was like, man,
It's
as
all
much
been
as I was
Reggie
like,
Miller's.
Yeah.
That might by close be like Reggie Miller, but not the
Reggie
size.
Miller,
He
yeah,
got the-
but
he
not the
got
size,
weight.
yeah. because Reggie was jacking up threes like that too. But Reggie,
pretty
just
close
like
to
him, but Reggie was knocking them too, you know. But Reggie just was Reggie was a dog.
Yeah, he was junkyard dog.
But yeah, so I wanted to give that man his credit, man.
That's a good one.
But fellas, man, like everybody's lists, man. Those lists were fire. I enjoyed those, man. I think I learned a thing or two. I guess nobody's gonna come on stage and like slap our ass or punch our ass. We didn't talk about nobody's wives. At least I hope I didn't. I hope we didn't. I think I said something about J-Lo, but it's all right, man. Ben Affleck just a big motherfucker anyway, man. I'll just give him some alcohol. He'll probably be all right.
That's who she with, though? That's who she with?
Yeah,
She back.
yeah.
She back. They back
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
They're
she
they're
back
actually
with me.
engaged now.
I ain't mad
Yeah.
at him. Shit, I've married that motherfucker 3 times.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I said what I said, but I would have married her ass too, fool. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Talk that shit, man.
I talked that shit and roll with
Nobody
it.
like to
We
talk
didn't-
that shit, but they know if they was in front of that woman,
boy, I
they'd be
know
like,
right now,
shit.
boy. I'd be like, you know what I mean?
They're gonna try to get married for a second time.
for a second time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah.
Cause she
So again,
she kept the rings the last
I
time
bet.
too.
Oh, she did.
Oh,
She
yeah.
did,
I'm not
and
surprised.
A Rod was cool with that.
She
Rob
got a
was cool with
collection of fucking rings. She got like 7 fucking rings
I
from
believe
all the
it,
dudes she
man.
done been.
I
told you.
She J-Lo. I mean, come on. If J-Lo can't do that shit, who the fuck can, dog? Come on.
Bro, I'm gonna just tell you right now, boy. She got more rings than Tom Brady.
I give her a ring too. It's just gonna be the rubber kind.
Oh shit!
Yes.
Oh, nasty Jay.
Jay just said it.
Giving her a ring.
You're nasty. You're nasty.
Oh my gosh. And Uda Ultra got him saying things now, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it, bro. We gotta keep that same energy when we see him, fool.
Yeah, keep that in your pants.
Gotta keep
That
that.
is- yeah, for real, man. So fellas, this is it for us, man. Again, enjoyed it, man. Again, like us, heart us, subscribe, comment, all those good things in between. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram,
Ooh.
Snapchat.
Good
and of
things in
course-
between. Goddamn.
Woo! Yes.
Is this like talking after dark or some shit? Like
Yeah, this is talking after dark at this particular point, man. Because
yeah, you can't just squeeze that shit in there talking about the good things in between, bro.
and all the good
and keep
things in
going.
between.
You can't not talking to a nasty motherfucker like this. You can't do that, bro. Like that.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm
hey, I'm
gonna
gonna just tell you. I'm
Man.
gonna tell you right now. I'm ready to go slide up in something now, man. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Well, I'm
Shoot,
not gonna get in your way. About to go.
So again, please go watch Doctor Strange.
I'm about to go right now.
Multiverse-
Actually, it's I got
Multiverse
one
of
at
Madness.
11 o'clock, 11:30.
Yep, I told you they got one at 11, man. That's what I'm about
They
to
got
sign
one at
up for
11.
right
They got
now.
one at 11:30 actually by my house.
Oh shit. Okay, well if I can't make this one at 11, even though it's by the house, we gonna be good. Somebody just got arrested too, y'all.
What?
Earl Thomas.
Old
13
timers.
message. Oh, Earl Thomas, like got his ass in trouble again. Boy.
Earl-
To the Texans.
I thought
Earl
you said
Thomas.
old timers.
Nah.
Some old timers got
Yeah,
arrested.
old timers getting in
I
trouble
was
too. In
like,
nursing
what?
homes.
Old timers.
In nursing homes. And nursing homes. And
I'm
again,
selling that dope.
You're fired.
fire. Remember, everybody, mental illness is an issue, man. Please respect those, man, who's going through those, man. Everybody needs an ear, man. So please hear them out. And again, do not cancel people, man, because you do not agree with their opinion.
Don't do it.
It's
Don't
their
do it.
opinion. Do not villainize somebody because
Do
you
not
do not have
do
the
it.
same opinion. That is so wrong, and we got to stop doing
It's
that
so
to one
wrong.
another, man. Yes. Man, he got me, dog. So, anyways, man, this is Call It How We See It. It's your boy D Walt, Amore J, Eddie D,
J.
JJ.
D.
It's showtime, baby. Go watch the movie.
It's
Let's have some
showtime.
fun. Oh, and matter of fact, please, tomorrow night, WWE Backlash, WrestleMania Backlash. Watch that
WrestleMania
too, fellas.
Backlash. Canelo.
Canelo
Hello.
whipping that ass. Canelo whipping that ass. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Peace out.
Yes,
Peace
sir.
out. Get him. Here he goes, baby. Here he goes.
Yes,
Cheers,
sir.
motherfuckers. Cheers. Hey,
Are
let's
we
go
going
find
up? We going up with the Henny Ghost?
Yeah, we going out with the Henny Ghost. Let's go find J-Lo right now. Woo!
This is where we need to ask Trojan for some sponsorship too.
Yeah, for real. I don't need
shit.
that.
For the old ring, huh?
Yo,
Give it an old ring.
Are we trying to get? Hold on. Before we go. Before we
Yeah.
go.
Before we go.
Hold on. Where'd it go? Hold on.
Okay, we hold it on. What we got?
If you don't want kids, wear Magnum.
Dad say yes, but when you say yes, use the magnums. Hashtag magnums.
You get a 40-pack right now for $19.99.
Woo! Hey, they lifesavers, man. Forget that
Yeah, no
Morena,
shit.
fool. Forget that Morena, right?
It's a baby saver, is what it is.
Yeah.
Bro, you ain't lying, man. Hey,
Lifesaver, baby saver, same shit.
Same thing. It just don't protect you against STDs. That's all I'm saying. But we gonna get there one day. We gonna get there one day. But you gotta put that on there, fool, because if you go there and you tell people magnums are good and like they catch something, they're coming back for your ass. So you gotta cover your ass, fool. You gotta cover your ass. You're liable for that.
To me. All
Yeah.
this shit I got.
So you gotta.
All right, y'all, man.
right,
It was
y'all.
it was
Peace out.
another lovely light. We love y'all, man. Like he said again,
Peace out.
subscribe, love, tweet, all that, man. We love y'all. Call out, we see it. We out.
We out. Peace out, y'all. Oh gosh.
We just call it how we see it.